I have spent the last 24 hours obsessively rewatching the Lanterns teaser trailer, and I have some thoughts. Also, if I sound like I'm in the plague, apologies, I'm currently fighting for my life against a cold, but I still wanted to discuss my thoughts, and this trailer has been like the only thing keeping me going right now. Okay, so to start, the teaser confirms that the plot is John becoming a Lantern, which we obviously knew, but it is really nice to see it confirmed here. And Hal is the one training him. He's older, he's not a young Hal Jordan. But I am confused because there is dialogue in this that really throws me.
We've been training for what, 2 months? And I haven't even worn the ring yet.
Huh? Maybe I've missed something, but how is he chosen if he hasn't worn the ring yet? Has the ring not chosen him? Is he a Green Lantern in title only before he earns the hardware? Now, yesterday before this teaser dropped, James Gunn shared a post with some iconic Green Lantern comics from the past, including this one, Green Lantern 87, John Stewart's debut, where he becomes Hal's replacement, which Hal is not a happy bunny about, but Hal ends up realizing he was wrong, and John is more than a capable Green Lantern. It's just that their styles are different. And this show definitely seems to be a modern take on that, and I do like that. I think the thing with Green Lantern in particular, especially because of the core being such a massive entity, it's so huge that the ideas for the stories must be so hard to translate into live action without it just becoming a CGI mess. I mean, I can't think of that many one-shots that they could do films or shows on, so I think a really good idea for Green Lantern in live action is to take ideas from the comics and put them into a series or a film and pull them from different comics. So you have this sort of smorgasbord of different ideas from Green Lantern comics. I think that's really great, and it fits Green Lantern better than most superheroes. I don't think there's many superheroes you can do that with. What I also want to talk about is the suit.
What the hell is even that?
Because that has had a lot of discourse, and I am kind of torn on it. It looks very Earth 1. The brown detail in particular, I think, could harken back to Hal's bomber jacket, his days in the Air Force, but yet very Earth 1 vibes, which is really cool, and it's a great comic. The logo looks great, though. I am pretty starved for live action Green Lantern content, though, so I might be biased, but as I said in my reaction from yesterday, it's not really what I wanted. But actually, when I watched it back slowly, you can see multiple suits hanging up in this cupboard, which is really interesting because it seems as if the suits don't come from the ring. But this is a story where Hal is older, he's showing John Stewart the ropes, and as such, maybe this suit is to reflect that because the colors are diminished, they're not as bright, they're not as radiant. Also, not the biggest fan of leather yet again for costumes, but I get it. I have to admit that suits within superhero media tend to grow on me. For example, I didn't like Superman's suit in the DCU film, but I love it now. And Robert Pattinson's Batsuit is now my favorite Batsuit of all time. So maybe I'll like it later. Or maybe this is just training gear for Earth-based missions or something. I don't know. And also, I think it's really important to note that once we see Hal actually in the suit or John in the suit, it will look a lot cooler, because they will obviously tailor it to the actors, right? I love how a lot of people say this doesn't look like a Green Lantern show when we knew this was inspired by Slow Horses and True Detective all the way back like in 2022 when James Gunn announced they were going to do this. But there are hints here and there that really show Green Lantern at its core. For example, when Hal is interrogating that guy, we see the ring begin to light up, meaning a construct is underway. Obviously, we won't see that in a teaser, but it's cool to almost see it happen. It's a teaser, man. Hal comes across as very cocky, very Hal Jordan, and I think Kyle Chandler will be amazing in this role. And lastly, I kind of want to cover Hal when he said,
Have you ever talked with the other Lanterns?
I'm the only human, they're aliens.
Huh? Two things I think are going on here. As I said in my reaction, it looks like it's set before Superman, which I don't think it is because it supposedly ties into the salvation plot of Peacemaker and Man of Tomorrow. This could be before Guy got his ring, or Hal just hates Guy so much that he's calling him an alien, which is pretty much on brand and it's hilarious. It wouldn't surprise me if Hal just hates Guy so much that he pretends he doesn't exist. What do you guys think? Do you think Hal is lying, or has Guy not been cast yet? Also, I see a lot of people are also upset that this is set on Earth. We see no shots from anywhere else outside of Earth, but I think we'll see it across the show. They just won't show anything galactic in the first teaser. Like, we know from the casting that they've cast Sinestro. We will see Oa at this point. We will see Sinestro. I reckon it will be a bit like we saw in that deleted scene in the Batman, right? Where Batman confronts the Joker about help to take down the Riddler. It's very Silence of the Lambs, right? We've seen that in a lot of things now. We saw that a bit in Peacemaker, where Rick Flag goes to see Lex Luthor in Belle Reve. Like, we see that quite a lot in the DCU. We see that in DC films. So I think we will see Sinestro in this. I think we just need to be patient. But I'm actually really happy with the trailer. I think it looks great. It looks kind of how I wanted it to. I knew that it was going to be very, not Western, but very True Detective. And I like that. I think it has done quite a good job. And as I said, I like the idea that Green Lanterns are such a expanded universe within DC, really, that it's probably hard to make a single storyline in a TV show sort of verbatim to comics. So I like the idea that they're pulling different things from different comics. I like that. I think that's a really organic way to keep stuff fresh, because this is the first live action Green Lantern in 15 years, right? We haven't seen Green Lantern since Ryan Reynolds. So anyway, what do you guys think? Do you guys like it? Do you guys hate it? I see a lot of discourse online. It's very nauseating. As I said, I really want to keep this channel positive. I'm so sick and tired of how negative things are online. Just be glad that we are getting a Green Lantern show for the first time in 15 years. So I'm very excited. I'm a big Green Lantern fan, as is my dad. So we will definitely be watching this. Live long and prosper.